Begin with breaking news tonight. A previous victim of the suspect, James Horn, just moved to a safe location in her hometown of Memphis. That's because investigators believe Horn could be on the way there. Police in the Memphis area have also joined the multi-state search for Horn.
And now to our live, in-depth team coverage. We have teams in Sedalia and Clinton covering every angle of the manhunt for a suspected killer.
We start where police believe James Horn was last seen in Sedalia. 41 Action News reporters Brian Abel and Lexi Suter are there. But we begin with Lexi, who talked with one woman who says she's so afraid she now has a gun. Lexi.
Well, Mike, understand this is a community and a neighborhood where people leave their doors unlocked. They leave their windows open when the weather is nice. So the fact that Horn has not been found is not settling well with these neighbors.
Him come home from work, get out of his truck.
Brittany Schott used to love this front porch view from her Sedalia home, but not anymore.
I am fearful. I had a friend bring a gun over today.
Today, she watched a SWAT team draw guns and enter 3 homes on this street, searching for accused murderer and her neighbor, James Horn. Schott has kept a close eye on Horn's house since April 30th.
Definitely looking out the window all the time.
That's when Horn's then-girlfriend Sandra Sutton ran away, telling police he had held her captive in a plywood box. Since then, Schott has also noticed Horn's family visiting the home frequently.
I was surprised yesterday when they came and mowed the yard.
Schott senses Horn has been near all along. She hopes police will ramp up their efforts, putting more manpower on her street and into the search until he is found.
I don't think that they are searching enough. I don't think that they're patrolling enough. I would like to see cops out here 24/7 until this guy is caught.
Now, I have not been in touch with Horn's family. They've been very difficult to get a hold of, but a close friend to that family told me she could not go out on camera with me out of fear. She says that Horn has threatened to kill any of his relatives that give him away. For now, reporting live in Sedalia, Lexi Suter, 41 Action News.
And Lexi, thank you. Brian Abel has been in Sedalia all day as well. He talked with police about what they plan to do overnight to find James Horn.
Well, what they're doing is they're adding extra police cars just like this unit right here all over Sedalia, specifically dedicated to finding Horn. So they won't be taking any other police calls, no traffic accidents, no traffic violations, nothing. Just trying to find Horn, not only by his house where Lexi is, but surrounding areas in Sedalia as well. The past 20 days have been unlike any other for the city of Sedalia.
Been some rough weeks.
First, Sutton's escape from Horn April 30th, then the trail going cold searching for him.
The electronic leads and different things we were doing there. Had
Credit cards.
Credit cards, right. No activity. Bank account, no activity.
Now the woman who escaped is dead along with her son, and after a tense 10-hour potential standoff that turned into nothing, the suspect is still at large and the community frightful and frustrated.
We understand that people are scared. We understand that people want answers, and we want those answers just as bad as they do.
As patrols still search, police hope this time,
hey, we know we sighted him, we think this is him, we never even got that.
somebody who knows something will call. And the chief did confirm to us tonight that Sandra Sutton was under their protection for 3 days following her escape until she decided to head to Clinton. Reporting live in Sedalia, Brian Abel, 41 Action News.
And the manhunt going on right now started early this morning, about an hour away from Sedalia in Clinton. That's where we find Horn's ex-girlfriend Sandra Sutton and her 17-year-old son Zachary. They were dead this morning when police found them. 41 Action News reporters Brenda Lee Gonzalez and Jenna Hanchard are in Clinton, and we start with Jenna, who just spoke with a friend of the teenager.
Yeah, we were actually able to catch up with some teens who went to school with Zachary. They went to Clinton High School right here, and they were together tonight for a sporting event, and that's where we were able to talk with them. What they said is that they said that he enjoyed video games, that he was a very nice kid, kind of quiet, but that he was able to connect with some of the students there. One student I spoke with was in a gym class with Zachary.
He was just outgoing, and he was kind of quiet, but after he got to talking with you, after you started talking to him, he kind of opened up a little more, and he was always good. He never got in trouble, and he always stayed on task and did what he was told, and he was a good kid all around.
Now, while they're not in school, kids that I did speak with today said that the news definitely hit hard for a lot of the students that go to Clinton High School. Reporting live in Clinton, Jenna Hanchard, 41 Action News.
I would imagine, Jenna, thanks. And now to 41 Action News reporter Brenda Elise Gonzalez. She shows us the moves that police are making tonight to try to keep everyone in Clinton safe. Brenda Elise.
That's right. There are extra patrols out here tonight specifically to protect Sutton's family members who live here in Clinton. Now, the assistant police chief here in Clinton says that they've been working closely, talking closely with the family members here to ensure they feel safe. Now, why weren't they doing that before when Sandra Sutton and her son were here both alive? Well, they say that's because they didn't even know she was here. She didn't contact them or ask for any extra patrols or security here. Now, he doesn't know, the assistant police chief doesn't know whether police in Sedalia knew of their whereabouts either. All day police investigated at the home where family members found Sutton and her son. Their bodies were taken to the Jackson County Medical Examiner for an autopsy, and we can expect a preliminary report as early as tomorrow. Police now are focusing on Horn, how he got here, how he got into the home. There were no signs of a forced entry, and where he is now.
I heard that he had made some statement to someone somewhere that he had some loose ends to tie up, and then he was going to turn himself in, something to that effect. Whether that included, this business here in town, I don't know.
Police will meet with the major case squad here tomorrow at 9 a.m. We expect to get more details concerning the investigation after that meeting. Reporting live in Clinton, Brenda Elise Gonzalez, 41 Action News.
And as police search for James Horn tonight, a former FBI agent says they have an increasingly dangerous situation on their hands.
We have a fugitive who has nothing to lose. He's in a fight or flight state of mind, and the police know that. And if an officer was to confront him even accidentally on a traffic stop at a convenience store, I suspect that would be a deadly confrontation.
Michael Tabman also says police are likely contacting anyone Horn may have been in contact with to try to get any clues as to where he is and may go next.
Well, this developing story has spanned several weeks. Back on April 30th, let's take you through the events here. Back on April 30th will begin as Sandra Sutton escaped the Sedalia home where police say Horn kept her locked in that box. Well, just 3 days later, a manhunt was started to find Horn, and the charges were filed against Horn. Then, as we skip forward here, following the events to where Sandra Sutton and her son were found dead inside of a home. That happened this morning there in Clinton. Police then say Horn drove Sutton's car back to Sedalia. And then, finally, taking a look at where all of the activity was centered earlier today, those SWAT teams searching the 3 homes, but in the end, they found nothing.
Horn has an extensive criminal history, too. At one time, he was even designated a dangerous sexual predator. 41 Action News investigator Melissa Yeager takes us through his dark past.
Horn Jr. has a sordid history of hurting women with whom he's been intimately involved with, starting with his first wife. After she filed for divorce back in 1991, he kidnapped, bound, and raped her. She didn't file a police report, but he checked into a mental health facility. Court records show he told counselors that, quote, he had a need to punish those who love him. After that incident, he bound, kidnapped, and raped a girlfriend in 1992 and served 3 years in prison for that crime. Then in 1996, he was convicted of kidnapping and raping his estranged wife. He served more than 10 years for that crime and was actually held on a certificate of dangerousness for 4 years after he completed that sentence. 2 out of 3 psychologists who evaluated Horn diagnosed him as a sexual sadist and said he was likely to offend again. Still, a judge overturned that dangerous designation. In 2011, Horn was released from prison. We know Horn served in the Marines, enlisting in 1985. He was honorably discharged in 1989 with the rank of corporal. I'm investigator Melissa Yeager, 41 Action News.